United Way of Madison County organizations are working together to ensure the men and women who serve our country have access to services. And joining me now are Jim King with Still Serving Veterans and Amy Teeter with the American Red Cross to talk about this. Both organizations provide services in times of crisis and also for those in transition. So Amy, we're going to go ahead and start with you. Briefly tell me what services the American Red Cross provides to veterans.
Absolutely. So the American Red Cross really strives to make sure that we offer services to service members and veterans from the moment they enter the armed forces all the way through to retirement and for the rest of their lives. And so one of the major things that we do is we offer mental health services through resiliency. We offer them opportunities if they're in a critical need in the community to organize resources for them to reach out to fulfill those needs. And then also we offer them volunteer opportunities because there's nobody with a bigger heart for service than a veteran, and giving them opportunities to continue to serve other veterans as well.
Jim, let's talk about a little bit of what the services that Still Serving Veterans offers.
So Still Serving Veterans, we have 3 programs. We have career transition services, so we help veterans that are transitioning out of the military or veterans that have already transitioned out. We have VA benefit services, so veterans that are either applying initially for their VA benefits or want to do supplemental claims. And then we have Veteran Resource Connection, which helps veterans that are in crisis. So situational homelessness, food insecurities, rent, utility insecurities, things of that nature.
Yeah. And how do both of your organizations work together to serve veterans in Madison County?
So I think that one of the things we were talking about in advance that we think is so wonderful is that the United Way does such a great job vetting and making sure that everyone who's working together is a highly organized and serving organization. And so what I think is so brilliant for us is that knowing as a United Way partner, I can turn to Still Serving Veterans for referrals and know that they've been thoroughly vetted and are an incredible partner. So one of the things that we do is if someone's looking for career services, that's not something that we offer, then we will send them to Still Serving Veterans to get those services. And then I'm sure if people are looking for some type of information from the Red Cross, that you'll send them our way as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
In Madison County, what issue do you think is the biggest for veterans in our area?
The availability of affordable housing. We do have quite a few folks that come to us, and they usually come to us as they're about to be evicted, and we will help them out if we can. But we've had instances where somebody will be evicted on a Friday, and on Monday that same apartment has gone up $400. So I would think that would be the biggest challenge that veterans face in Madison County.
I would add food insecurity to that. Cost of living is extremely high, and so the housing cost is one part, and then the food cost is another. We all feel that pain when we go to the grocery store, but veterans are also feeling it. And food insecurity is also a huge issue.
Yeah, I'm sure, especially right now.
Yes.
And there are so many veterans that live in our community, more than 30,000 just in Madison County. What challenges does that create, or maybe even areas of opportunity for your organizations?
Well, both. So the challenge is, I think, just the volume of people that are coming, and not everybody that we have come see us are able to get assistance from us. We do have some strict guidelines, and we do vet them pretty closely, making sure that they're honorably discharged or discharged in the general under honorable conditions.
Well, the volume of people coming in is intense. We've got 30,000 today, and probably by this time next year, maybe it's doubled, you know, because the nature of the industry we have here, it attracts a tremendous number of veterans. And so it's wonderful. It's a huge opportunity to get out and make sure that we're giving veterans information about our services, but I think the challenge is to make sure they understand what services are out there. It's hard to get that message across.
If anyone at home is watching this and they want to get more information about either Still Serving Veterans or the American Red Cross, visit WHNT.com. You can click on the On Air tab, head to Noon Interviews, and then go to this story.